What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon Showdown today in the Scarlet and Violet zero used format. I'm using this team I made around Noctowl. I battled against a Noctowl in Soul Silver the other day who used a psychic move, which just reminded me that Noctowl gets a bunch of psychic moves. I think it's Confusion on level up, but as you can see, we just filtered to psychic moves. It gets a lot of them. Actually gets Psychic Noise, which is kind of cool. But as you can see, we're not gonna be using it. We're gonna be using Future Sight. I wanted to use the psychic move just cause, like, you know, for fun. And it's kind of cool that it gets all these psychic moves. And I think Ash had a Noctowl that used psychic moves in the anime. So I was like, let's use a psychic move on Noctowl since I've never done that. And with Future Sight and Tinted Lens, I don't actually know if this works. I saw a post on the forum from like 12 years ago about somebody wondering the same thing with Sigilyph. Gonna try and do the same thing that you could have done with Sigilyph if that guy was in the game at the moment. And we also have Hurricane just for our strongest stab move. Tinted Lens, if you don't know what this does, says this Pokemon's attacks that are not very effective on a target deal double damage. So, you know, guys need to have 4 times resist, like both of their types need to resist in order for them to resist like normal. So like a Magneton, for example, with Future Sight 2, then we can maybe set that up, go for the Hurricane and do some big damage to something. We also have Whirlwind here, and I don't know if there's a whole lot of synergy between Future Sight, Hurricane, and Whirlwind, but the idea is, you know, we can Future Sight Whirlwind to force in a guy that they don't want in because maybe they're switching into something to take on the Future Sight, and then maybe we could follow that up with a Hurricane. I don't really know, because I guess you'd maybe want to Future Sight Hurricane then Whirlwind. I'm not sure, because the Future Sight doesn't hit for 2 turns, and then Whirlwind of course has negative priority, so it's kind of not super offensive. You know, it's a slow move, but it can rack up hazard damage or force guys out. And we're going with Terra Ground, so we just are immune to electric, lose our typing, and get some different weakness resistances kind of, and then Roost in the last slot. But that's the Noctowl set. Kind of built it around it, but ended up also just going with a full Gen 2 team because playing through Soul Silver and it sounded fun. So let's go over the rest of the team real quick and then we'll hop into the games. For the EVs, just max special attack, and we're hitting this speed number because we outspeed, I think, base 60s without a plus speed nature, but also Brute Bonnet base, you know, those grass guys are around there. Cacturn. I looked at Venusaur. It says Venusaur doesn't usually go faster than this. Maybe you should go with more speed or less speed, but as you can see on several of these guys, we're hitting the exact same number. But we're also going to be trying to pair some guys. We got Ampharos here with a Rocky Helmet Static to really punish guys who hit into us with physical attacks, and then we can also lower their speed because they're paralyzed, so then these 220 guys won't just outspeed those, they'll outspeed like almost everything that's not scarfed. Of course it's random, but I think it's better than, depending on discharge, or doing Thunder Wave, because I wanted to run Rest Talk to be able to have some more recovery, and then we can also run Helmet without giving up on recovery from leftovers entirely or whatever. So Volt Switch to pivot, Dragon Tail to face guys out. You could go with Focus Blast or Dazzling Gleam, I think are the only real good coverage moves, but Dragon Tail seem good, and Volt Switch probably will be going for most of the time. Kind of like Lantern, and then just max HP, max defense with the minus speed nature, since this is a physical move and a slower pivot seems fine. Then we had a Gramble here. Initially I was gonna maybe just do like a Fizdef one, kind of like alongside this, but as I was trying to decide on like what other supportive moves, because this guy doesn't get Heal Bell anymore, I like that he got Thunder Wave, so we could maybe spread paras even more. I couldn't decide on like a good like other utility move besides Thunder Wave. I was considering Rest Talk with this guy too, but as you can see, we're just going to be going with the Choice Band. Intimidate will still come in handy sometimes, but this thing gets actually really good coverage moves and Earthquake in close combat, and then Play Rough Star Stab of course, and Fire Punch. So this guy even gets Psychic Fangs. Maybe we could do things like set up a Future Sight, send out one of our, you know, guys to threaten dark types. We actually have a Fighting and a Fairy. Then we got a Meganium here. I was thinking about using, so I don't know. Basically we're just using Meganium because it's fun again. It's a Gen 2 guy, and we're going with a bulky Sword Stand set. Again, hitting this speed, Terra Poison so we can't get poisoned and give us a good defensive Terra. I've tried this actually, same idea with like Encore, and maybe even 3 attacks, but trying it with Synthesis this time so we have like a ton of recovery between it and leftovers, and we have pretty good natural bulk. Petal Blizzard and Knockoff, you could go with Earthquake, but we don't have a knock user, and Knockoff I think is kind of better coverage into some things, but Earthquake I think is better into a lot of things too. But there's things that be immune or resist both our Petal Blizzard and Earthquake, but not as much with the knockoff Whimsicott, but we'll be poisoned, so I don't know. Then we got the, oh, and yeah, hopefully this works. Then we got the Hitmontop, just standard Hitmontop, copied and pasted exactly from here. It's our spinner, it's scary with the Technician, Triple Axle, Protective Pads protects us from contact effects. Then we got the Magcargo with heavy duty boots, since we're weak to rocks. This should be Flame Body, so we have a chance to burn as well as para. And then we have Stealth Rocks because it's a rocker. We have a special rock move and a special fire move that can spread some burns. And our special attack's a little bit better. And then we got Recover because this guy gets Recover, which is cool. Terra Water on this so we could take on a Charizard maybe. Terra Water on this to help versus like some of those scary ices I was thinking. And yeah, Terra Poison, give us some nice resistances. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be pretty fun. All right, we got one. And they have some very cool things, like their team. In terms of, I don't know, scary things, this Raichu's kind of scary. I'm not 100% confident in our Magcargo to be able to take special hits. Meganium will help versus some of the things that we're weak to, and with its typing. The rockers, probably the Anaconda, which means Mesprit can pretty much rerunning whatever it wants. I don't think this guy gets a ground move. Don't think. This guy does though. This guy gets a water move. So both of these special attackers are kind of scary for this. We don't want to Terra Water because then we're weak to this. Well, I mean, we could just lead the Noctowl. But I don't know, they might just lead like, say, Anaconda too. I mean, we could just lead our Hitmontop if we're thinking about the Anaconda. I don't know how much Triple Axle does, but it doesn't seem too bad. All right, they have an Indeedee. Oh, are they Psychic Terrain? I just didn't even think about that. Crap, their whole team might be Psychic Terrain. Wait. All right, they don't have Psychic Terrain. All right, going to Magcargo. Hopefully they didn't forget to put on an ability. They probably forgot. I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know. I'm sure they didn't mean to not have Psychic Terrain. Own Tempo, is that Confusion? Yeah, it's actually kind of a nice playthrough ability, I was realizing. I think I had a Slowpoke with Own Tempo. All right, here we go. Ooh, look at us with that natural defense coming through. They actually have no hazard control. I'm gonna just click Stealth Rocks. I think they don't have hazard control. And I don't know if they're gonna glare. I think we just send this guy out though. Oh, all right, they have Coil. They could be like loaded dice. Not sure, but I think we can take a hit. So I'm just gonna Sword Stance. It could be a Scale Shot, Rock Blast, Earthquake. Oh crap, crit Poison Tail. Thankfully we didn't get poisoned. I don't want to tear a poison and get nuked by their ground moves. So I think we're just gonna Blizzard and try and hit him as hard as we can. All right, we don't do nothing. And I could Terra Poison knockoff, but I think it's, I don't know. They're either going for Poison Tail again. Well, that was a crit. So honestly, I think we might be able to take it. Oh, they're not loaded dice. They were Psychic Seed. Oh yeah, they meant to have the terrain. That's tough. Well, we didn't really do anything there. I don't know. I think let's try and get some attack drops. I don't think they Poison Tail. So let's send out Granbull, drop their attack, sack this, go back into Granbull. Maybe I should have done Granbull the turn earlier, but All right. Back into that. Back into that. Pretty sure we can take a hit. They definitely die. Or choice painted. All right, cool. Maybe I should have tarot. Poison tail scale shots. Let's do that. And are we just gonna sack this? Because I think honestly, I think we do just sack this. Go for a power gem. Back in a Granville. Play rough, sends a stab. Hopefully we can take a poison tail. Yeah, that's not too bad. I don't know how they didn't get a poison either time they use that. All right. Mespritz? This is kind of the thing I was thinking we just want to hit into, so I think we just play rough. We're going to do a ton. Yep, and we just go for it again. All right, stored power. And we could go Noctowl and click Hurricane. Bait in this guy. Pretty positive we can take a hit. And then maybe tear ground, kill the Raichu would be kind of cool. Although it's got good Spadef, so I don't know if we kill it. And then we're left without a Terra and we have these guys to deal with. I should have led with something less pass. What did I lead with? No, I led with Hitmontop. It's just it was a bad matchup, I guess. All right. Go for Hurricane. All right, that didn't do very much. All right, we're gonna click Whirlwind. Maybe I should have done that last turn or to begin with. All right, get out of here. This guy comes in. We definitely just Hurricane. Noctowl's coming through. Hurricane destroys this. It's gonna take. This thing's gonna take a ton. Yeah. And confused. You know what I want to do? I want to roost. Although this guy gets energy ball. I still think I roost. And it'd be cool to set up a Future Sight. But this guy gets... you know what? I'm going to set it up. All right. And then we roost again. This guy dies to rocks or life orb. Expanding Force did a ton. Like a lot. Dude, these coil... I mean, Psychic Seed is cool, but I expected loaded dice. Still, it's... The coil Sandacondas are scary. And we just didn't do enough with our choice banded Gramble after they had become a dragon. So they were just like max HP, max speed type of thing, I think. Excuse me. All right. So they have energy ball on this, I think. What's the play? Go Ampharos, just Volt Switch? I think so. Okay. We're just gonna Dragon Tail. I think we need... I don't know, but I think we need Noctowl for this. Maybe it would have been fine to just Hurricane. All right, we're burned. At least we didn't miss. Okay, this guy was scared of. Ugh. And I think they're gonna set up again. I think I Volt Switch. Oh no, they're slower than me. Well, I think the play is to send this thing out. In case they go for a sub, we can triple axle them. And we can take that. Triple axle. I thought there was a chance it would be slower. We're actually minus speed with 0 speed, so they must be maybe Trick Room. I don't know. Their team is really cool. All right. Damn. Okay, that's pretty big. Pretty sure they don't KO us, or like I'm pretty sure Draining Kiss doesn't do enough, which means we can Rapid Spin into a sweep. I think. Let's see, Hitmontop to a Mesprit because they're stored power. Yeah, I think we Rapid Spin. Now we just need to hit our attacks. Nothing kills besides Triple Axle. You got this. And then we outspeed everything. We just have to hit those Triple Axles. 1, 2. No! All right, we're alive. We have one more chance. Nothing else kills. Unless 15% is what that... Yeah, we just have to send it. 1, and 2, and 3. All right, this guy doesn't die to anything but Triple Axle though, too. If I go for... if they get up a Trick Room, I think we may lose. I could go for close combat. This guy's got good defense, though. He resists that. We Triple Axle. 1. There's the Citrus. 2. Oh, crap. They lived. Trick Room. Bullet Punch. And then I think Noctowl may be able to KO this. Actually, Ampharos may be able to. Just Bullet Punch. Ampharos, Volt Switch, we are slower. I can't believe this turned out, but they had the wrong ability. So, you know, we did have that in our favor. But their team was way more surprised. Like, I thought we were bringing some heat stuff. Their team is awesome. They had way more cool things, or just as cool things. I mean, I do like our team. I do like our team too, but I'm pretty sure they died of Volt Switch here. There we go. Damn, that was crazy. All right, we got one. And look at these fun guys, man. Zero Used is so cool. Jolteon is probably like the most common guy we see over there, but then they got a Muck. I mean, he's good. Malamar, Poliwrath, Torkoal, Arantis. Dang. If we had Earthquake, that would be kind of nice, but we can Earthquake with this. Hits, well they do have this, so. Well, even Play Rough probably hits this decently hard. Yeah, dang. Well, leaving Magcargo doesn't seem too bad. Oh, Contrary we do have to worry about with Gramble. I was thinking about that with Passimian, but with the Ampharos around, that should help. I think we just leave Magcargo. And if they do just go for, you know, something, we'll get an Ampharos and they're going to hurt themselves. No, I wanted my helmet. Well, funny thing is we can Sleep Talk and change up moves, but, you know, we can't do it until, you know, until that happens or whatever. I'm just going Dragon Tail because thought this might come in. Torkoal comes in. All right. Are they going to Shell Smash? I'm not sure. I'm just going to click Dragon Tail. All right, cool. And I mean, now they know we're going for the Dragon Tail, and now we know that they don't have Shell Smash, so I'm thinking we maybe go into our own guy and get up our own rocks. Their hazard control, actually this guy does have rapid spin, but this guy could be defog too. I don't know, we have boots on stuff. Nobody's weak to rocks. This guy's weak. Clear Smog? Oh, you thought I was setting up. Power Gem should deal decent damage. Yeah. And we'll get a rocks again unless they want this to die. All right. We'll go Ampharos again. Paralyze yourself, please. All right. You know, they could be Terra Fairy. But the thing is, I can't do anything about that. Paralyze yourself, please. How? What? Oh, no. Well, this isn't good. I think we need them to burn themselves on our Meg Cargo. I mean, we could send this guy out. No, there's a chance they still pair themselves. Come on. 3 times. 3 times. And we missed Dragon Tail. They're not, they're okay. And they're not, I was going to say they could be suction cups, but they're not suction cups. They're contrary. All right. I mean, sacking Gramble, they get the raise. Could send this guy out because they may not have anything, but they could have Psycho Cut. Right? I'm pretty sure Noctowl dies. Our defense is horrible. Sending this guy out, we're not going to do anything. It's either we think they don't have a Psycho Cut or we go for the Para or the Burn. And I think we have to Terra Water, so maybe they take 2 hits. Malamar. All right. And Scarf sets, I think, are maxed at like this. Terra Fighting. +3 to Meg Cargo. Say Water. Superpower. Wow, we're still dead. Well, it is what it is. I mean, I think that's what we gotta do. Burn yourself. All right. Well, they could still not have, do they even die? Granbull? No, we have to Terra Fairy. Maybe. Well, good job, Malamar. Impressive work. I don't think there's anything that, unless no, I have Static, right? Yeah, we have Static. We have Flame Body. You got this, Noctowl. All right. Hopefully we have ourselves more of a game here. Not just it running away with a superpower Malamar. This guy could Dragon Dance. That'd be scary. Besides for that, like we can Whirlwind and Roar. Or Dragon Tail, I mean. I think I lead this, maybe. Yeah. And I think we just go for Dragon Tail. I hope they hit into us first. Awesome. Please, come on. A little justice. Well, at least we got the helmet. All right, Orthworm. Cool. Hello, Basculin. Dragon Tail. Maybe I should have rested, but I think it's fine. Okay, we didn't do it. Nice. Okay, Rabu. This guy is physical, usually. Do we rest or just Dragon Tail? We can Terra Water this if we really need to like survive a Basculin hit, so I'm just gonna Dragon Tail. Okay. All right. Terra Water. Rest. Then we are not as good against this, but we do have a grass and a fairy. Oh, Ampharos, come on. What is happening? How is nothing gotten paralyzed? Now I could hard switch, or we... Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. We could Sleep Talk, or we could go Meganium, because this is probably locked into that. So we'll just go Meganium. And we'll click Knock Off. Why does it say possible abilities like that? Like, it's static. All right, Earthworm. This guy could set up like art. Besides that Rabu. Wonder what this guy's gonna do. Noctowl does like pretty good damage to it, I think. Earthworm. Yeah, it's a 2-hit KO. They do a lot to us. I mean, we can send this guy out and Sleep Talk. That's probably pretty fine. Yeah, this is fine. It's good that we sent this thing out, I think. If we had Psychic Noise on Noctowl, that would have been cool. What do we get? All right. Sleep Talk. All right, we got that again. Well, Volt Switch, I think we'll break their sub. If it doesn't, at least we slow pivot, and I think Ampharos will kill them. Or Noctowl, I meant. Awesome. And I'm pretty sure this is what we do. You got this, Noctowl. No problem. No, Noctowl! Oh. Oh. That's fine. They're dead. They're dead. They're dead. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is fine to have in. We just need to hit the 70% accurate move. Noctowl. Woo. I don't know what this is going to do. It does get Thunderbolt. I don't think it has coverage for this. But Hurricane should do a lot. Oh my god. Alright, make cargo. They've Terras, so that's good. This guy doesn't get what's it called? This guy gets defog. So I guess this is probably a defogger. So let's just power gem. And this guy actually looks pretty good. It looks like it might beat everything. We'll send this out. We might have a fighting move, I guess. Flying move. How has nobody paralyzed themselves? Like, that is incredible. Like, seems impossible that we have static right there. All right. Ooh. They got a Rapska over there. Dusknor. Kind of looks like Trick Room there, but doesn't look like a full Trick Room team. Then they got some other threats. Noctowl hits everything pretty good. Excuse me, besides Cryogonal. Am I recording? Yeah. All right. What do we do? don't think this guy gets a fighting move, right? I don't know. I'm thinking about that. We could go this and play rough. This guy hits stuff pretty hard. This guy seems like a huge problem for them. Oh, and they're sturdy. We definitely 2-hit KO, right? I was thinking we would intimidate them, but then when it came out, I was like, wait, no, we don't because of clear body, but... Alright, play rough. We do not 2-hit KO, but the intimidate's kind of nice. I mean, I could send an earthquake to weaken them quite a bit. I want a Terra Fairy play rough. It sounds fun. They're intimidated. Nothing can switch into this. This could be Terra Poison, but they're intimidated. But I'm pretty sure everything gets 2-hit KO'd. All right. Now they don't die. Still 2-hit KO'd from here, I think. Wow, that did way too much. All right, do we KO from here? 18%. You got this. Nice. And we actually outspeed these two still. We don't outspeed those grass guys or whatever, but this thing, you know, it can get out of hand. We can whirlwind it out. They haven't terra'd. I mean, they go for the... I think this is fine, actually. We could save that. Good job, Noctowl. Great job, actually. And we set up a Future Sight. Uh-oh. They stayed in. All right. Come on, Noctowl. Should I roost? I don't know. I think we Hurricane now, maybe. Or maybe I do roost, because... No, I think we do roost. Okay, I forgot it. That's really cool. Oh, is Petal Dance physical? That's what we have on this, right? No, that's the special one. Oh, it's the one that locks them into the move, though, isn't it? Okay, I think I send this guy out. Pretty sure we can live a hit and they'll die to triple axle. I mean, we can close combat too. Ow. Alright, come on, just hit one more time. Fuck! Oh no. Well, my cargo actually probably lives. Is we'll bullet punch to hit him a little harder. Make cargo lava plume. Yeah, I think we're okay. Ow. All right. They can heal that. They can bring him right back out with the Rapska. All right, Cryogonal. They must have chilling water, otherwise I don't think they would send this thing out. Flash Cannon. I think we would have been all right there. I mean, this is the guy they want in versus us. I can go for a Dragon Tail. Honestly, I think my cargo might live a Flash Cannon. Cryogonal? Give this guy Flash Cannon? Oh, Cryogonal. Make cargo. Unless they're like massively invested in special attack. That did 10% to our Ampharos. Ooh, they could be max special attack. Can make cargo take that? They can. All right, Bolt Switch. You got this, Rocky? You got this, Rocky? Nice. And now I think we just Lava Plume. Yeah, get a burn, get a burn, get a burn. All right, no secondary effects today, I guess. You know, if they are Poltergeist, what's it called? Noctowl resist Leech Life. Yeah, we're immune. Poltergeist Leech Life is, I think, what it is usually. All right, dead to Brick Break. Don't know if the grip mattered. I think we go into this. We may die to Shadow Sneak. Maybe we don't, though. If we do die, though, I think then we go Meganium and we try and set up. All right. All right, we have to play rough. Oh, that's cool. All right, we're dead. Sword Stance. We outspeed them unless they're jolly. They could be mixed. Oh, let's go. We outspeed them. We just need to be able to one-shot Rapska so it can't revive. And we just want to be like at full health to take on the Cryogonal. So I think if they don't Spiky Shield here, we're... Ooh. Okay. Sword Stance one more time. Actually, yeah, Sword Stance one more time. And now we can go for the Petal Blizzard. Nice. And I think Meganium sweeps. Let's go. Happy for you, Meganium. All right. Uh-oh. There's a couple scary Pokemon on their side. Terra Water Magcargo might need to be our lead because of this and this. Yeah, this is their spinner. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. I mean, Zangoose is trouble too, man. I think let's lead this. All right. Could go into Ampharos right away to try and para slow pivot. And then we get to keep our boots on this. And because this guy's kind of important. So I think we do try that. Hopefully they hit us and paralyze themselves for the first time. Let's go! There's a first time for everything! All right. I don't know if anything kills us besides Gramble. Volt Switch did 25. This guy's got about as much special attack as Noctowl. I think we have to go Gramble. And let's see. Just plug it in here. If they're Spadef, we do KO. Ampharos did 16 to 19. They're Fizdef. So we have to Terra Fairy. I don't want to do that. Oh, at least we get him a little bit. We resist that. That's good. I mean, what is this guy going to help with? Him on top? Intimidate could be nice for Zangoose. But it dies to the water move, it dies to the fire move. Definitely just play rough. I think. Oof. I don't even know if Ampharos can take a hit. We might have to go make cargo, but they could have close combat. We definitely can't sack Noctowl. I mean, we could, but we're not going to. Maybe Grandma lives. All right, he didn't live. We can go Hitmontop, Terra Steel, Rapid Spin. Ooh, this seems kind of cool. Oh, damn. Well, that covered for just about everything, and we are fucking screwed. That was sick. Let's see, Zangoose. At plus, or with Terra Steel, our Bullet Punch. I think we can avoid getting swept by this, but we have to sack this to Bullet Punch. Or we let him take some more toxic damage. I think we need make cargo for the Typhlosion. Okay, so we go Ampharos. All right. I guess we didn't have a helmet. My bad. Well, Bullet Punch into Poison, I think, kills. So let's do that. I don't know. Does it? Thank God. And then I think I go Meganium. Or I go Noctowl. Let me go Noctowl. We outspeed this. The only reason Meganium... I was thinking Meganium because of this, but then I was like... Hitmontop seemed trouble. So let's hope for the best here. All right, they're faster than us. All right. I think they're maybe scarfed. Maybe scarfed, I don't know. Did a lot of damage still. Well, Synthesis, I think they may just sack Mesprit. I don't think this makes contact. I could go for a Synthesis, a Sword Stance, so then we would be able to threaten this more. Because this thing's like kind of not a threat. Man, if we had Trailblaze right now, we could do something. But now Typhlosion has to come out, I think. Go right into Maggie. Good job. Think I Lava Plume. Hopefully we hit him on top. Hopefully they're not able to switch up moves here. Come on. Oh, that's great. And I think Noctowl maybe dead to a priority move. I mean, we can take a hit with this. So I guess I'll just do that. Okay. Nose Attack Drop is pretty good. Okay, sack Sack Noctowl. It's like the only option. I don't even think we can synthesis here because Water Pulse did like 37. 28. No, I think maybe we can. Uh-oh. No. Hopefully it's not a roll. All right. Or hopefully it is a roll. What's the best bet? Send out Meg Cargo. Hope they go for something that makes contact, but they're probably protected. So. Go for the recover. Hope they burn themselves. Yeah. Damn. GG's. The bullet punch on the Zangoose, or the rapid spin on the Zangoose, when they tear ghosted, that was pretty sick. And I totally didn't even think about that. And I think he was maybe scarfed. Or maybe it was just timid specs. It could have been timid specs. I mean, it was doing a ton. So I think it probably had to have been timid specs, maybe. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it was. Well, I think we'll call it with that one. Overall, I think everybody got to do something. There was a lot of Ampharos early on. We got static, I think, a single time versus the Mesprit there. We never got Flame Body, but we didn't take as many physical hits with this. Bramble was pretty fun. It was actually was doing its thing. Noctowl was up there too. We did click Future Sight, I think in the first game, maybe the one other game, and we did hit some Hurricanes. Speed was nice. Typing actually was nice versus the Dusknoir. The Dusknoir set I was thinking of, it's another recommended one, but it's just Ghost and Bug. And who would have guessed the normal flying types are perfect for the Ghost, Bug, Dusknoir sets. And then Meganium, I think it did win one. Him on top is probably the best guy on the team, to be honest. But yeah, it was a pretty fun time. Appreciate you guys hanging out. If you're just gonna try out the team, there'll be a Poke Paste in the description. And hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.